I'm Adrian, the Cruise and Travel Guy. Earlier this week, Cruise Passenger published an article detailing their analysis of Carnival's decision to shorten the 2026-27 summer cruise season for Carnival Luminosa, but there was a pretty big omission from their piece, one that I'll tell you about now. Remember, when you're planning your next cruise or holiday, head to my website first where you can search, compare, and book. Carnival Cruise Line is now embedded as the only year-round cruise option for Australians, so there's understandably a significant focus on their local fleet operations. From the cruise-obsessed to casual observers, there is widespread interest in how Carnival treats our local market. Carnival announced in September 2024 that Carnival Luminosa would make its debut sailing from San Francisco in 2026. This coincided with our local winter season when the ship is not scheduled to sail from Brisbane. During Luminosa's time in the US, she'll sail on cruises to both Alaska and Baja, Mexico between April and September 2026. After that, Luminosa is scheduled to sail east to Tokyo on an 18-day cruise, followed by a 14-day cruise which will see her arrive in Singapore. Earlier this week, Cruise Passenger highlighted Luminosa's shortened 26-27 summer cruise season as an indication of continuing problems with the Australian cruise industry. Quoting from the article, Carnival Luminosa will cut its Australia 2026-27 season short about 2 months, so that the ship can spend extra time sailing out of San Francisco instead. That's actually not accurate. Ships that split their time in the Southern Hemisphere and Northern Hemisphere typically wind up their US operations around September or October. As an example, Luminosa will sail this year from Seattle to Sydney on a 22-night voyage departing the US on September 18th. In 2026, the year that Cruise Passenger has analysed and claimed that there will be an extended season out of San Francisco, Luminosa will actually begin her Trans-Pacific trek on September 20th, only 2 days later. The difference, which is something not mentioned in the article, is that Luminosa is sailing straight over to Singapore via Tokyo for a dry dock. At this stage, dry dock is scheduled to begin in late October and go all the way through to late November, so it should be pretty extensive. After that, she'll sail to Brisbane to begin her Australian summer cruise season in mid-December. Dry docks are incredibly important for cruise lines and their fleets. That's how they maintain their ships and keep them ship shape, and make sure that they're operating at great standard of service for all of us. Ships can receive all sorts of mechanical, hospitality, and passenger renewals and upgrades during these times when they're out of the water. Although Luminosa's dry dock activities haven't yet been confirmed, we suspect that it'll be a continuation of the carnivalization of the ship. When she was transferred from Costa Cruises in 2022, she underwent only minor cosmetic changes, so she's missed out on a lot of those features and venues that really define Carnival ships. From the little I know about it, dry docks aren't exactly easy to come by and bookings are made well in advance, so I have no doubt that Carnival has fit its 26-27 Australian summer cruise season around this requirement. So this shortened season, as Cruise Passenger put it, might actually have benefit for Australian cruisers. Maybe we'll see the addition of a water park or loved venues like Guy's Burgers. We don't know yet, but I suspect this is what might happen. Looking ahead 2 years, so now in 2027, Carnival just this week again confirmed that Luminosa will sail from San Francisco on its second cruise season out of that city during Australia's winter season. Beginning in May 27, she'll sail on cruises again to Alaska and Mexico. At the moment, that season is due to end when she returns to San Francisco on September 17th, a date that again falls in line with the usual seasonal deployment change. Still, we don't yet know what Carnival has planned for Luminosa after September 17th, 2027. She may well set sail for Brisbane or Sydney, or even remain on the US West Coast. It's well over 2 years away and anything could happen. Look, I haven't shied away from talking about issues that have to do with the Australian cruise industry and how they impact us, cruisers, and people that just want to go on a holiday. I've talked about everything from capacity constraints in port and exorbitant port fees to reduce supply and choice for consumers. In isolation, however, Luminosa's 26-27 shortened season is not the red flag that has been suggested, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that this is a worry, or are you on board now that this is a dry dock that the ship sorely needs? and might actually bring her up to a standard that Aussie cruisers and others overseas will enjoy much more than what she currently offers. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you are looking to book your cruise, head to my website and give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at The Cruise and Travel Guy. I have some interesting travels coming up very soon and I can't wait to share them with you. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon. Of Carnival's decision to shorten the summer... Earlier this week, during Luminosa's time in the US, she will sail on Earlier this week, cruise passenger cosmetic changes that really didn't add the Carnival features that most people have come to know